Hello, treasure map tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters, that game, with me, BlueAnkylo. So, between episodes, I fixed our ships up and actually lowered the number of crew we had a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit easier to get around. This is our treasure map, by the way. It's pretty useless. All this tells me is it's on a river, and there's a lot of rivers. Well, there's quite a few. Last episode at the end, we did talk to one, we did ask one person about it, and they said they think it's southwest. That does give me an idea that what we're probably heading towards is in South America. But I want to stop by in Lisbon first and go to a waitress that really loves us, basically. My guess is it's more to the west. It's probably South America / Central America. Because there's not a whole lot west of Algiers. I mean, it's vaguely possible that, no, there's no rivers on this side of Africa in this game anyway. I'm sure there are in real life, but the rivers in Africa are kind of on the east side, I think. I mean, you can actually sort of see if I go to, land. Using the land button, this will be the best way to find the treasure, actually. So that's why you need one of the reasons you should have a speculum, is matching your land map to your map will be probably your best bet. So as I was saying, I have cut down the fleet, the crew size a little bit. I expect if we do have to cross the Atlantic, it's going to take a while to find this place. So having less than 200 is going to be a little bit easier to pay for. So let's go talk to Carlota, and we'll at least say farewell to our princess before we go anywhere too far. Will you tell me about this map? You should ask the sailors. Look, I trust you. Alright, fine. Alright. Well, remember, it was pretty much west of... They said look to the west when we were in Algiers. That means it might be not very far, not much further south than where we currently are. Which is interesting. So I'm going to, every time I go across the ocean, I have to at least try to make some money on gold and firearms. Because that's just how we roll, basically. I don't know how many firearms I want to bring, but we're definitely going to do that. Let's just top all the ships off with firearms. Except for one. I'm going to buy a bit more food on the last ship. Because I know I've got a lot more water than food at the moment. And I'm also going to bring a bunch of actual gold with us. Because I know I was so close to 2 million. But then I can just buy a bunch of gold bullion with this money rather than having to sell firearms first. Let's talk to the princess. Nothing really new. We'll just say we love her, and then May 1st, we'll head off to the New World. Again. 23 days, that's not great. Am I, like, way ahead on water or food or something? You want them balanced, obviously, so you can last... You don't just run out of one and starve to death or something. Yeah, we have a lot more water than food. Well, I'm pretty sure we can make it. Nobody is really slowing our fleet down anymore. And maybe if we're really lucky, some pirates will attack us along the way and we can steal their food. I did save it, right? So unless something goes really poorly, we'll take the tropical crossing so we get kind of a faster wind speed, a bit more useful. But this is approximately where it said to go west. Now, we would need to go about 3 more south of here if we want to hit Santo Domingo and that other place, Jamaica, and then a little bit further south to get Panama. But actually, that makes sense. We should start asking for map directions from there. So 1, 2, 3. I think that's as far south as we need. It might be 1 more south, actually, but I think we'll hit the tip of one of the islands if we're just 1 north. 7 days of food. We're cutting it a little thin here, but I think we're good. Yeah, we are 1 north of where I meant to be, but that's not a problem. That'll be Santo Domingo, and this will be Jamaica. We'll check in with the Pirates of the Caribbean here. What little Caribbean there is. That's actually really good. We had like just enough food to make it here smoothly. Hopefully Spain hasn't taken over here as well. Jeesh. I should be checking all these places to find Diaz. I wonder if I could get him to join now. Okay, so they do think it's northwest of Jamaica. I bet you it's like just 3 or 4 tiles north and then straight west. So we are going to Mexico, basically. Alright. Just gotta load up on food and we'll go look for that bracelet. We'll worry about hitting Panama before we travel back to Lisbon, but first priority is to get this necklace jewel thing out of the way. Alright, 24 days. I'm a little bit worried. Some of these rivers are really bad. I'm also not even sure I have lumber anymore because it's been so long. And you can always run into lumber shortages out here when you get hit by seaweed, which basically cripples you forever. Rotten Owl's fleet? Rotten Owl? Who names these people? So let's go north a few tiles. This is like Seaweed Central along here, by the way. It's probably just Rotten Owl chasing us. And his friend, Stinky Pete. Apparently I am sailing right into the wind or something. Alright, so if I info land. There's a river over there. I'm gonna guess that that's the one. Man, we are traveling really slowly here. We're gonna run out of food if we don't speed this process up a bit. There's no ports anywhere nearby. I think there's a Mexican port just south of us, not too far away. Oh, come on, we need better speeds. We need better cruising speeds than this if I'm gonna survive this trip. Alright, let's info land. I'm gonna be guessing it's couple tiles north of here, basically. And yes, heavy galleons, ocean-going vessels, currently sailing up a narrow river. Okay, so according to this, up, right, up, right. I don't remember if it has to line up to this map, or it could be somewhere around there. Although I didn't see that little mini, little creek to the left. Remember, the map has no creek, so I think it'll be the next screen. What are you doing here, Rotten Pete? I bet you this is it. This is totally it. That's the map. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm just gonna save it here in case I do something horribly wrong, but I think the idea is to go ashore. I don't want to go there. some reason, it was giving me the wrong side of the river. Debark, go ashore. What are you talking about? Why? I've never had this problem before. Why can't I change the foot to the other side? Yeah, this is where you search, but we need... Sorry guys, why am I having such a hard time here? There we go. I think it'll be somewhere around here. I don't know if you have to be on the perfect tile or if there's a bit of a range, or sort of a radius. Treasure. Yeah! Bronze goblet! Alright. Congratulations, exploration tubers. We're still being chased by that pirate. Sometimes they're... we probably should have killed him just because I actually could use the food right now. I think we've got enough food to get somewhere, but it's going to be a little tight. Yeah, let's just fight these guys. Rotten owl. Apparently pirates are made of rotten meat, though. So you have a galleon. I don't care. This one shot. I just love that. I like how we're basically behind them for a change too. Oh, that's not actually right. Took that one for the team. My ability to turn here has been lackluster. In case you're wondering why I'm struggling so much. Okay, get rid of that guy. I guess I've been sort of underestimating the wind. I forgot the wind is blowing southeast. We're pretty good in combat. You don't want to mess with this Ankylo. I would say our reduced crew size has not caused any real problems here. You are through, mateys. I got another level up. And we got a coral bracelet to go with our other bracelet. More importantly, the crew is not going to starve today. For one, there's less of them, and for two, there's more food. Is there actually a, I think there's a port over here. We're good for 13 days. We're more than good now. Am I just sailing into nothing, or is there actually going to be something? The land map is nice for finding ports and stuff. Yeah, I thought there was one. Alright, nice looking port. Veracruz. So, Bonita, yeah, we're just going back to the king at this point. I'd kind of like to find Diaz if we can get really lucky. I'm not going to really worry about maxing out the crew again, because we just have to sail back across the Atlantic. Although I'll get a few extra on the flagship. Sure, 175. If we do get into a battle of fisticuffs, it's nice to have some bonus. Cotton, yeah, you guys kind of... Not a very good town. I'm gonna sell my guns and stuff in Panama, if I can get there. I should have probably restocked. I'm gonna try to make it in 10 days. We'll throw down a save here just in case something bad happens. Like the blue streak. Are you sure you want to fight with us? He's actually doing pretty good to my flagship there. This guy has quite a lot of galleons, I guess, is the key. But we got lots of guns. I'm surprised we didn't kill that one, actually. We're actually not winning the melee battles here. How strong is this guy? Level 20? Wow! No wonder we're taking so much crazy amounts of damage here. Crew 144. They just... We're gonna lose. You watch. Well, if we kill his flagship, we win. We're still in the lead. There we go, that helped out a lot. Kill yourself. There you go. Whew. Got some more gold. Probably didn't have enough room to actually pick up all the gold, oddly enough. Now we don't have to worry about buying food. Alright. Hopefully, the pirates leave us alone for a little bit. I don't want to go back right now. I want to get to Panama, get the ships loaded up in gold, maybe redistribute some crew, head back to Lisbon, turn this quest in, and call her a wrap for now. No! Oh, that is just garbage. This is why we save. Getting struck by seaweed means you can't do anything until the current pushes you into land. And then you can land and repair it with lumber, assuming you brought lumber. Wow. Is that just... It's just horrible luck? I mean, this time we are touching the shore. Assuming I have lumber. I do have a fair bit of lumber. The rest of these guys are surprisingly low. I wonder if we took that damage somewhere. Maybe I went through a reef or something? We'll use... I must have had a fair bit of lumber saved up, so... That should help us out. Oh! No! Why would you let me do that, game? Yeah, as long as you hit seaweed right by shore, it doesn't really matter too much. So you have to press B to end, and then A to do the repairs. If you hit B to end and then B to back up, you cancel the repairs. Now that I used all that lumber, I better save it. If we have another one, I might not have enough lumber to cover it. Maybe going through those reefs are a bad idea. Oh, come on. It is interesting that you get more ship information by debarking and looking at that repair screen than you get in town, usually. Like, traveling through those reefs, did I cause any damage? Oh, I did have hull damage, actually, that's right. Alright, well, ships are good again. Is Diaz still here? I know we saw him here once. Feels like this waitress has been waiting for us for a very long time. We only come by here, like, really rarely. Okay, well, we did lose a lot of crew there. Let's at least get it back up to 150. Which was, I would argue, barely enough for that last fight. Ah. Trying to rush, you know how it is. And because the enemy ships really do like to focus on the flagship, really building that up is the best bet. Ugh. Keep pressing the wrong button. I'm sorry, everyone. You press left to go to max, and you press A to confirm, and I'm just pressing A too quickly. Alright, that's close enough. Okay, so the goal is to restock. Restock our gold. And we brought lots of firearms, so we might as well sell them all, basically. Always selling the guns to the natives, basically. I will probably sell the artwork as well. And yeah, I know I could be haggling, but oops, Carla. We'll get rid of those grapes. They're just sort of taking up space. Haggling would save you some money, certainly, and I maybe would recommend that if you're playing at home and you want to maximize, min-max a bit. But I also think it takes up too much time. I say we did pretty good on actual gold income, though. Hope I have enough money for all the food I need. I think I've turned everything into gold bars. I can resell those gold back if I really need them, but... So how much water do we have? We've got about 500 water. We'll definitely want more. So that puts us at 1160 water. We've got about 400 food. And we're out of food. We're out of money. Well, we've got probably enough food to cross the Atlantic. Probably. It's always a good idea to save before you make a suicidal journey. And assuming the pirates attack us or something along the way, we can always get some food off of them. Is that another one? Shiver Gems! The pirates have just gone insane. I don't even know how to explain it anymore. It's like they're out for blood. Some of them have been quite powerful. Every now and then you run into a fleet with just all galleons at battle strength 20, which I'm gonna guess is the maximum level. But a lot of the times you're only fighting pirates that are like level 10 or 12, and they go down pretty quick. Okay, I'm trusting to the temperate eastern flow. The winds tend to blow more easterly here. I hope I've got enough food. Need some good eastern wind here. Look at that speed. That's better. That's more like it. 3 days. This is actually cutting it really close. Well, we're almost there. We might have to stop in Seville because we're out of food now. Alright, alright. Hold on, crew. We're really almost there. I promise. See, there's land. Land ahoy. Well, at least we didn't run out of water. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, we really ran low there. Might have to bribe some of my captains a bit more after that. That's assuming we didn't lose a whole bunch of crew. I didn't even really check. I don't think we actually lost any crew. Must take slightly longer than that to actually starve to death. Just 1 day with no food, maybe 2 days no food. You're pretty cranky, but hopefully the water is really secret blue talk for rum, basically. Just in case, how is everyone doing here? Yeah, I bet you maybe more than crew death. Maybe it's loyalty that goes down really quick once you're out of food, basically. Or maybe just time at sea, you know, whatever. Did his even go up? Oh, yeah, it's good. It just flashes the new number for half a second, in case you're wondering, so after you give them some money, it looks like it didn't go up. Sometimes, I remember I used to have to just reopen it for the same person if I wanted to know what really happened. Frederico! Okay, well, good for you. Whew, well that was a quest and a half. The legendary bronze goblet. Bestow this man with a new title. We could request some money. Wow, His Majesty will provide up to 52k. Let's, see if I can tie this up nicely. Yeah, 2 million gold! Hey, Princess, it's been a while. Traveled around, found some treasure. Should have given her the golden goblet. Oops, I was gonna give her a gift, but I bet you every time you give her a gift, it means her father gives you more money or something. So, what is our new rank, by the way? We are a count. You can count on us. It's so corny. I mean, our stats are pretty epic. I don't know if I've ever seen perfect hundreds before. I've definitely done more battling on this playthrough than I've ever done before. Fernando still needs some levels up, but he's getting better. I can definitely see him getting to the 80s, 90s if I'd had him since the beginning. Like, I've had Roberto since the beginning, and his sailing experience is as good as mine. But, his strength and courage just leave a little bit to be desired, basically. Conrad and Miguel, I think if I'd had them from the beginning, the sailing experience, they still would they're kind of the opposite of Roberto. They're all about combat, but they're not very good at sailing. Miguel's a bit better than Conrad, but those two are an automatic in because they're awesome. They look awesome. Only 74% prices. We can get reasonable gold sales here. It's actually pretty good. It's better than what we got in Seville. Have some gold. Alright, well, that's going to end it for this episode. Next episode, I think basically we're at the point where we're just waiting for the king to give us a new quest. So we can just go fart around for a few days, and then the king will probably just give us a new quest. I expect our overall fame is so high that we're just always going to get all the king quests now. So yeah, without further ado, you'll stay with me and never leave me, right, my love? Thanks for watching and have a great day.